Alright, there we go. Alright, you seem to be back. Alrighty, so, alright. Sorry, apologies about that, folks, for a moment. Just have to do a quick reboot, but, what you miss is, Daaanty is now in the Dark World. Looks like he's going into Hookshot Cave. He did the, normally you would need a glove to get into Hookshot Cave, but there's a clip that, Daaanty just, did that allows you to get into the back of it. And, as we saw, our 3 pendants for today are Pod, Swamp, and Slow Woods all in a row, with Swamp being the green pendant. So, Mire is required. And oh well, there's Bombas. Well, I was just gonna say, well, let's hope we don't have to search for Bombas, but there it is, right there in Hookshot Cave. So, no medallion hunt. Could still have an ice rod hunt this seat though.
Right, you are, and I am still here. I'm kind of just working in the background to make sure that the stream is running live and that everything is running as well as it can be.
Yep, no problem. Yeah. Shoutouts to our Restreamer, Cinaeth. Did I pronounce that right? I hope I did.
No one pronounces it right. It is Cinaeth.
Cinaeth. That's it.
That's okay. So, yeah, I mean, shoutouts to Kippy for joining me on the co-coms here. Obviously, myself restreaming. Shoutouts to Dawn and Daaanty for giving us a really cool race here. Hopefully, we get to see some really pog tricks.
We got to see quite a few so far. And Dawn picking up another sword in picking up a sword in Eastern, so we know where 2 swords are now. So other than that, we know where our 2 swords are. So as far as go mode goes, we need to know where the ice rod is, we need to know where the hammer is, and where the club is. Because we don't need flippers, because Swamp's a pendant.
Yeah, definitely. Although we could need flippers if a required item ends up being in Swamp.
That is true. And of course, flippers could also be our logical way to get into Ice Palace, but considering we have a mirror, our runners will likely mirror wrap into Ice Palace anyway, so that's not really a big deal.
All right, we're gonna swap audio really quick over to the boss fight.
Alright, yep, Dawn taking on the Arnos Knights. Doesn't get the quick kill, but still a very, very nice and quick fight. And Dawn gets the first crystal of the game.
Very nice.
Alright, Daaanty clipping down the mountain from into Catfish. Let's see what Catfish has in store for us. Our hammer! Wow, that's a very, very nice find.
That is a super nice catfish too, because you can actually, you know what? We're gonna do an Ancilla clip here. Very nice Ancilla.
Excellent. Good routing. Routing Catfish into Zora with that into like the Zora area of that mirror.
So if I were Dawn here, and I'm gonna ask you this, would you go up to Zora, check Zora, then come back down to the portal so that you can get into Pod, then do Pod and Eastern Palace together?
By Dawn, do you mean Daaanty?
Or Daaanty, yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Honestly, yeah, I would just check Zora while you're here. Like,
right, but I mean, like, would you go up to Zora, then leave Zora to get your portal to come back down to Pod?
That is an interesting question. It doesn't take too long to get back to that portal, especially if he sees that the item is trash, like and then chooses not to pick it up, so that he can keep his Wonder Rock, which is what he's doing right here. He's putting himself in a nice position so he isn't forced to pick up the item. Alright, and Dawn is going to get his second sword from the Cackwell. Very, very nice pickup.
But as I was saying before, everything kind of cut off and I had to kind of quickly fix it. Be sure to follow our runners, Dawnvenure and Daaanty. They're giving us a huge pog race here in these final matchups. So make sure you're giving them both huge follow and a thank you. Spam your favorite emotes for me in their chat. Tell them they are very much appreciated and loved.
Woo woo. Yes, definitely look forward to more races by these two, as well as we also will have a race for our bronze match between Krebel and Schultzer, and we will also have a match remaining for the remaining players that got knocked out of bracket that got knocked out in brackets. So definitely we're gonna try again to see if we can get a 4-way stream on that. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, while Dawn is exploring Kakariko Village, we've seen everything in here. Let's go switch over to Daaanty, who is exploring Eastern Palace.
All right, and where Daaanty will also be getting his Master Sword from here. Yeah, very, very nice routing over here. Although, let's see. Now the question is, does Daaanty go into pod knowing that it's a pendant? Although
I would.
Yeah, he is able to full clear it, and he'll have Master Sword going to Helma. It's not the worst, but it's not the worst, especially since you can.
I don't know if I would go all the way to Helma unless Helma had an item on him, and even then, that's a little.
Yeah, I would still at the very least do pod while you're here. Maybe not necessarily go to the boss because there's still quite a decent amount of checks here. And
I want to say there's 5 in pod.
Yeah, there's 5. My question is, where will we go next? I would say GT's a really, really good option here because having that hammer, having that cane, and fire rod, which I actually missed where that Canis and Mario was.
Yeah, I think that was when everything kind of went down when I was trying to fix it.
Yeah, that was probably one of the Dark World checks that we missed then. But yeah, GT looking like a really, really strong play for Daaanty.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have everything to clear left side GT.
And and right. Yeah, we can actually just straight up. We can climb. We can full clear the tower for Daaanty.
So if I were Daaanty, I would actually full clear GT and do Hera at the same time.
Yeah, that's a really, really good option right there for sure.
With the quick kill.
Excellent execution right there against the Armis. It always satisfies me to see an Armis quick kill.
Definitely. Addy!
Hey,
thank you so much for the subscription to Go Mode Podcast.
Indeed, thank you so much for the extra mile right there. Thank you to everyone here for the huge support in this tournament, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not already following this channel or a part of our Discord, be sure to give this channel a follow. Be sure to go into the Discord and make sure that you tell them that who sent you there, and give the podcast a huge follow. Daaanty is one of the hosts of Go Mode Podcast who is playing right now.
Indeed, yeah, that podcast definitely worth checking out for sure. All right, Dawn picking up his mirror from K45. Gonna check that shuffle. I don't remember what this was. No, it was just a red rupee.
Just some $20 buried in the ground.
Yep. All right, so yeah, Daaanty did decide to make the dip in the pod. I think this is fine because if you don't do it now, when are you realistically gonna come back here?
You're not. You're not realistically going to come back here. It's either you do it and you get your 5 checks, or you leave it behind and hope that your 5 checks here weren't an item you needed. Wow, Dawn making hookshot Terrapot look easy.
Very clean right there, Dawn. Opens the basement door too and gets the shot in there. Very, very nice. Alright, so Dawn taking on the Moldorm Fright. Should be a very, very simple one. Just 3 Master Spins. If he had the hammer, he could have used that as well. But they do about the same amount of damage as a Master Sword spin, and still gets it pretty easily. And Moldorm just has a Fisher Price shield now. Yeah, and yes, for those coming in, Moon Pearl was at Bottle Vendor.
Yeah, so this is a Jet Seed so far. We have full clear GT access, we have Mirror, we have full clear Light World access. I want to say almost full Dark World access at this point.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The only real place that they don't have access to is Swamp, honestly.
So 3 pendants in the Dark World. One's on Skullwoods, the other one's on Pod, and then the last one is on Swamp.
Indeed. Yeah, Dawn, if he chooses to click down to Catfish, which he most likely will, he'll be getting his hammer. And now the thing is, he doesn't have Eastern to route in like Daaanty did, so I'm curious to see if he goes down to Catfish, if he'll go into Pod, or if he'll hookshot across the East End. There's the cane, it was in Super Bunny Cave.
Yep. So Red Cane, Fire Rod, Hammer, Hookshot. Yeah, we got a lot of good things. And we have all 3 medallions. So this is not a medallion hunt. This is an Ice Rod hunt now.
Yep. Dawn will be picking up his last medallion very, very shortly. Could see Dawn doing a save and quit after him. Yep, I could. That is definitely an option.
I mean, I could see it, but again, when's a better time to route in Pod and Eastern at the same time? Granted, Dawn's already done Eastern, so it's a double dip no matter how you think about it. I don't know. I mean, we just saw Daaanty go through Pod, and we didn't find anything down there of note. So if Dawn does skip it, then it's probably going to save time.
Yeah, we'll see what Dawn decides to do after this. Daaanty, I think, is going in the GT.
I don't blame Daaanty for doing that.
Very good.
Bit.
It's yeah. So for those new and coming in, if you're not familiar with GT and Overworld Glitches, if you are familiar in GT and no glitches, you know it has a junk fill, which scales based on how many crystals that you need to enter. In Overworld Glitches and any sort of glitch seed for that matter, there is no junk fill, so you could find quite a bit of progression there. And Dawn looks like he's going into Turtle Rock. He's doing the mirrorless screen wrap over here, which even though he has the mirror, so still very nice.
Oh, but Dawn gets stuck.
Yeah, unfortunately, you might have messed up right there. It looked okay. I wonder if there's a direction that you didn't hold or something.
So now Don's not going to find that hammer anytime soon unless we scale back up Death Mountain and he's going to try that Turtle Rock clip again or go down to Catfish. What do you think he's going to end up doing?
That's a very, very good question. Because Catfish right now honestly seems more isolated at this point. So
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. And I'm wondering what logically is pushing Dawn to check Turtle Rock at this point. I mean, I guess since you're here and it is a crystal, but you don't have everything you need to clear it.
yeah. Alright, does the mirror wrap to get into laser bridge this time and gets it. Missed a quick
Yep,
hop
there
probably.
it is.
Yeah, that looks about right. There we go.
Alright, so far we've just gotten a bunch of trash on the right-hand side of the GT. Gonna pick up the key and mirror back out to go to left side.
Now, this could work out for Dawn if Ice Rod happens to be in Turtle Rock. Yeah, but yeah, because it is the Ice Rod. It can be anywhere, but we'll see. If it's not there, and if Dawn doesn't really find anything valuable, then yeah, that's gonna be pretty unfortunate with that hammer placement.
So I would equate double dipping Turtle Rock at this point almost equal to burning all your time in Pod. What do you think?
Yeah, I could say that for sure. Although, yeah, we are missing only the S, right? So it is still a lot of checks, but unfortunately, that hammer placement might come back to bite him later.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Dawn is going to route back in Catfish.
Auntie just got the magic powder, so that opens up magic bat.
Yeah, so that's an additional check out of Ganon's Tower, but so far Ganon's Tower really isn't living up to its Overworld Glitches reputation, where everything's in Ganon's Tower.
I guess this makes sense. We do have a lot of our progression. I mean, there's not really much that we're looking for, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, Ice Rod obviously is the big thing we're looking for, and that can be literally anywhere in the game. And it's a good chance that it's in GT, so I don't diss this play at all. Let's see what Rando Room holds for us.
Yeah, I do think still think it makes sense for Daaanty to do it now because you're gonna have to do GT anyway, and you might as well just see if you can grab anything on the way there.
Grab a red sword.
Grabs a tempered sword. That's a very nice pickup still. So that'll make the climb definitely a bit way easier.
Malmo in chat clarifying that double dip TR is only a mirror wrap difference, which is, yeah, very true. Once you have the big key, all you have to do is mirror wrap to get to the end.
Indeed.
Where Pod, if you burn all your time in Pod, you just burned all your time in Pod. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. I would definitely say for sure double dipping Pod in this case is much worse than double dipping TR. Yeah, and especially for Dawn, yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense to go TR if you are isolating Catfish.
Oh, and Don pointing out that we need a glove because Ice Palace requires a glove in order to get to Cold Stare.
Correct. Yeah, that's really what we're looking for, is a glove and an ice rod.
So I have not been counting items over on Don's side. We're about to go see what is over on the fire area here.
It has 3 keys. So yeah, you found all the keys. There's the big key. Not exactly the prettiest spot for that, but it's just a hookshot clip away. But unfortunately, you can't really check Mimic Cave on the way there because you don't have the hammer. And yeah. Alright, Daaanty making the climb to the GT. I agree with this.
Yep. Yep, if you're going to be in GT with everything you need to climb, may as well climb it. So,
Especially that tempered sword.
Yeah, so outside of the powder, though, there really wasn't anything in GT. I mean, obviously, third sword is nice. Red Rang is okay, Red Rang. But outside of that, there really wasn't anything.
That is a good point right there. That big key being there is still good because Dawn doing this really cool wrap right there over here. Very nice. Yeah, that wrap isn't really easy to do, but it can get you to the bottom of the dark world really fast. And so that was a very nice by Dawn.
Shoutouts to Void Soul for voiding out.
Alright, so Dawn going to Hype Cave. Yep. Definitely good to do that rep that he just did. I'm honestly not the most knowledgeable on that one because I've never actually performed that. I just know it looks crazy, but it also looks really fast. There's like love in Hype Cave though, so that definitely works out. So might seem good. We might. Well, he doesn't have the hammer though, so can't exactly do. He's gonna be missing out on a few checks in Ice Palace. Which
nice quick kill over with Daaanty on the Lambo 2.
Yeah, to my knowledge, yeah, it'd be like just 2 chests in Ice Palace, potentially 3 if that big key is hammer locked.
Oh, and a book. So there's all of our pedestal checks.
Very nice. And also open up the tablets.
And Dawn's in a very good place to check the Bombos tablet right now. So we can check Misery Mire Shed. We can check Misery Mire itself because we have all 3 medallions and everything we need to clear it. And then we can also check Bombos tablet while we're here.
Yeah, and also, as I was saying earlier, that mirror can route in desert as well. So very nice routing for Dawn here. Great.
Gold sword at the top of GT, followed by a compass. So that means that unless you go to GT, you're not getting a sword upgrade after Master Sword.
At least they're both in pretty nice spots. Well, at least one of them is on the way to the climb. So if you're looking for a sword on the way up there, then you'll run into it. I don't actually recall where the big key was, so I don't.
Big key was left side rando room.
Oh, it's the same. Oh, it's the same place as the sword then. So yeah. So you're definitely running into at least.
This is a guaranteed butter sword. If you ask me, there's no way that you would not do the top 2 chests unless you feel behind.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless that powder gives us something, we really didn't have any progression in GT though.
Now that would be kind of nasty if powder ends up locking Ice Rod, or it's a progression chain of powder into mushroom into Ice Rod or something stupid like that.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, now the seed has just turned into an Ice Rod hunt. At least for no mode, because Daaanty still needs to go to Hype Cave for that glove, and then find that Ice Rod right afterwards.
Malma pointing out that we did find another fetch quest in Ganon's Tower though with that bottle.
That is true. And we also have a bottle in the checkerboard as well. But that, of course, is going to need that glove.
Alright, let's see if this is Godmire or if it's Trollmire.
We shall see. Now, there's one thing that we don't want to run into though, and that is the flippers. We don't want to see some.
Yeah, not seeing Swamp would be really nice in this seed, make it super jet, but oh, nice Bombos use in the first room to kill everything.
Pretty good. Could have also alternatively used ether, although the ether I believe would have freeze the Popos instead, so it would have still killed the Wizards, and it's just a faster animation. So Bombos is still the better medallion because it just kills everything.
Mm-hmm.
Daaanty is not go mode yet. Daaanty will be needing glove, which he'll be getting very very shortly, and he'll be needing an ice rod. So, but honestly, I could definitely see Daaanty going Ice Palace right now.
Yeah, Daaanty has everything they need to go through Ice Palace and just get it out of the way. They're right here. There's a really easy clip to get to Ice Palace from here, so, I mean, no reason not to do it.
So for those coming in, Daaanty is going to be doing what's known as a mirror app to be able to get into Ice Palace. So he just has to clip up onto this wall. He's going to try to spin peek up here. Gets on top of the wall, on top of the cliff.
Didn't get on the right frame in order to get on the ledge in order to jump onto the transition. But you can still mirror wrap from anywhere here as long as you can kind of know what to do. So we're going to put ourselves on the very last frame, and then we're going to move into the transition and mirror at the same time. Very similar to bottle YBAs, if you're familiar with those.
Ooh.
This is...
Oh no!
There it is.
No, that's what that was what I was afraid of. Oh, I was just about to comment on. Oh boy, when did he last save?
Yep, so that's a very good question. Where is Daanty's last save?
I believe
did we just lose?
It's at the very least before GT. I think he has to just redo GT. Oh boy.
I think you're right. This is a GT redo, full clear to get that powder again, to get that both swords again, get the red ring again, bottle again. Oh man, that is so much time lost just by not saving.
Now, depending on when Dawn goes to Catfish, which again we really don't know when that's gonna get routed in. You could very easily take this back. Either way, that just gave quite a bit of time to Dawn.
Alright, so Daanty's feeling behind. We're going to be doing left side GT first. This is where the big key is. This is also where the sword is. So we can definitely get back up to Butter Sword, no problem. I think the powder's also on this side, so, I mean, getting all the items back out of GT is not too much of a problem, but still, doing all of GT plus climb, plus fighting Agatu, plus coming back down. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, at the very least, okay, he's just gonna... Alright. Oh, no, it was in the south first room, that was the big key. So, okay, so he's just gonna go for... He's not gonna grab the... Oh, did he grab the powder?
He did not grab the powder, so we don't have powder. We're not gonna get the gold sword, we're only gonna get up to tempered sword now, because we're not going all the way to Rando Room.
Not grabbing that... Did he check magic bag and I just didn't see it? I don't actually remember.
No, we did not check magic bat, so we still could have an ice rod on magic bat, which is very scary when you think about having to do this 3 times.
Yeah, so skipping that powder, honestly, very questionable, but now that we see that there's a mushroom and a mire, maybe not so questionable after all. If because you know Daaanty will still end up going to mire, and he could just fake powder the magic bat.
That's very true.
So I think maybe that's just what he was banking on, to find the mushroom just to fake powder. Which
have we seen fake powder this entire run or this entire tournament?
I believe we have. I think we've even seen fake powder with real powder because it is not uncommon to get the powder early on when you don't have magic and you're not able to easily get magic. But if you have the cane, and then you can still perform fake powder like that, because powder and mushroom are in the same slot, same enemy slot.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have a reclimb of GT on one side versus Misery Mire. I wouldn't call it a reclimb, but basically, definitely a revisit because we took a death in here. Not as bad as Daaanty's hard lock, but yeah.
Daanty's got to be really careful though. He's only got one heart and no real way to recover it until he gets that bottle. Oh, that bottle. Did that bottle even have anything? Ugh.
Nope, these bottles don't have anything in them. There's a death on GT, so we're going to be climbing GT again, once more, with feeling, folks.
Yeah, I think if I was Daaanty, I probably would have at least. Oh no, is he gonna grab this? Yeah, he's gonna grab the sword at least, or maybe he also remembers to get powder on the way there. But yeah, I would.
The powder gets you fairies and makes it so much easier to climb GT.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely. Yeah, the tempered sword makes quite a difference in the climb for sure, compared to the master sword.
So we got Blue Cane and Dashing all the way through Vitreous to make this boss an easy fight with a master sword.
Yep. Normally, ideally, you would like to do this with the cane since it's less laggy, but still does the job, and can just finish off this last phase of the bow. I don't believe Dawn did King's Tube.
I don't think either of our runners have done King's Tomb yet, have they?
I don't think so. Has Andy even done Graveyard? I don't. Oh yeah, no, he did Graveyard. Yeah, he did Graveyard because they get bombs. But no, neither of our runners have done King's Tomb.
No one goes to King's Tomb because it's such a bad place to go.
Although another question is, have either of our runners done the escape yet? I don't believe we've seen.
We are only at 46 minutes, so we need 15 more minutes before we're allowed to check escape.
Yeah. Yep. As well as our uncle. But with that mirror, they could route that in with the Pyramid Fairy clip. Unfortunately, with the Pyramid Fairy clip, you can't really route King's Tib into that. It's definitely gonna require. We're gonna require a save and quit. And you can't keep the portal on a save and quit.
Right.
Which is also ideally another reason. But I can understand why Daaanty didn't do it because he also needed the bombs. But yeah, let's say if you were in a scenario where you had bombs and doing King's Tube early on might be preferable if you want to do a Pyramid Fairy into Pyramid Fairy later on, because you could route Graveyard Legend easily with it.
I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't been to Escape and Pyramid Fairy, considering we had the mirror so early.
Yeah, that mirror. Yeah, that was a Sphere 1 mirror.
Alright, Daanty's trying to do the spin Red Cane strat again. Not gonna work out very easily with a Master Sword this time, though.
Alright, and Dawn gets his fourth crystal.
There we are. Lambo 2 is down for a second time.
We got both landmos going down on well, both versions of landmo going on both for our runner sides. Alright, so let's see where Dawn goes next. I'm thinking to Village of Outcasts. Because yeah, you're right here.
Yeah, I mean, if I were here, I would go to Village of Outcast. I would go to... Yep, we're definitely going Village. Dig game, Village of Outcast, up to Skullwoods, call it a day.
Now the only way this could like backfire on Dawn is if the Ice Rod happens to be in the Thieves' 10 big chest. But
that's a good point.
Because again, Catfish is just really bad to route in right now. For Dawn.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, I mean, Catfish is going to be almost the last location for Dawn at this point. Also with this routing up Village of Outcasts, I wanted to say thanks. I hate it because it's so slow. Oh, we're skipping Moldorm too. We're not fighting him again. We're done with that nonsense.
Yeah, he had that. Yeah, he had that. I don't blame Daaanty in the slightest. Daaanty showing up a nice hover. Yeah, while that is true. Yeah, if the Ice Rod does happen to be in the Thieves' Town Dig Chest, that's still gonna be really bad. That's because
no matter how you look at it, you're burning time by new major glitching or doing basically anything to try and route back in Catfish, because you're not going back up to the mountain really for many reasons at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice Rod Hunt seed, so yeah, it could go any way it wants to.
Alright, Aga 2 is down for the second time over on Daanty's screen. Alright, so anyone in chat, you want to give me a calculated time loss between the Aga 1 or Aga 2 kill on Daanty's side versus Aga 2 second time? We got 50 minutes on the second kill.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that was definitely quite a lot of time lost.
I want to say it's been at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was where my guess was going to be, in the 15 to 20 range.
Now, once again, if you are all just coming into this stream and you're not sure what the heck you're watching, well, let me first say, welcome to Go Mode Podcast. My name is Cinaeth. I am one of the commentators. I am joined by my very nice co-commentator here, Kippy. Give them a huge round of applause for joining me in the booth.
Yeah, it's very, very nice to be in here. Thanks for having me. It's really glad I got to commentate one of these. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Daaanty doing a save and quit, very smart, and like even if he happens to go to Ice Palace, doesn't want us off like a second time.
I don't blame them for that. Don't blame them for that.
You can't hear it, bomb clapping. We hear it.
All right. So, I want to give Dawn bad news. We have a small key early, which means that the basement's in logic, which means that something can be down there.
Yeah, that's gonna. We'll see. Where that pesky Ice Rod could be.
I need a quick menu from Dawn right this second so I can see the dungeon items, because I wasn't fully paying attention through the front. I know we have the big key. I want to see if we have the map or the compass, because if we don't, then we're okay. But if we do, we probably not okay. So there's an item over at the top. Meanwhile, we're trying to get this mirror wrap over on Daanty's screen. See if we can get it this time.
Daaanty gets it. All right, there we go. And into Ice Palace we go. This is a new location for us. New set of locations. So we'll have to see what's in Ice Palace. We'll have to see if the Ice Rod's in here. Yeah, I personally, I didn't really see if he got any of the dungeon names or not.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering right now.
Well, let's see.
Oh, there's a second item.
There's our third known bottle.
Okay, so let me think about that. That's 2 items. We have the big key. There are 2 items left. They can both be dungeon items if we don't have any left. But if Dawn has either the map or the compass, then this is a 50-50 chance that Blind has an item or has a dungeon item. So let's see what Blind drops for us. If Blind drops an item, we're okay. If Blind drops not an item, we're not okay.
Very nice icebreaker from Daaanty. Going into the chest right there, the big chest. Very nice kill by Dawn.
Oh, okay. We got an item. It's a flute. It's not the item we're looking for, which is good and bad at the same time.
Oh, well, there's the ice rod in Ice Palace.
Of course, the ice rod's in Ice Palace. Where else would
So,
it be?
Daaanty is now in go mode, but still got a lot of dungeons to clear, though.
All right, so with Daaanty in go mode, he still needs to full clear Turtle Rock. We're not going to get the big key anytime soon unless Daaanty does the crazy thing and does a no major glitches entrance of Turtle Rock. That's the only way he's going to find that big key early. Otherwise, he's probably going to go through the back and call it a day. We still need to do all of Misery Mire, which is a decently long dungeon. I believe it was not Godmire, so we still have a lot of Mire to do. All of Thieves Town to do, and then Lamo and Moldorm, according to what I'm seeing on the tracker.
Now, even though Daanty's in go mode, I would not count Dawn out just yet because if Dawn goes to Catfish, either after Scroll Wars or maybe right here, whenever, if he goes to it sometime soon, and he can go right into Ice Palace. And he'll know that the ice runs there. I mean, he can go to Ice Palace right. Well, he can't go into it right now. He still needs that hammer. But once he gets that, he'll be able to go there, get that ice run, and he'll be in go mode with. And he's got less dungeons to clear. Looks like he's going into GT right now.
I would hope that Dawn is not doing GT and is actually going to use this mountain play to go to Catfish. Nope, we're checking. Okay, we're checking the book. So this is still a decent play to go check Catfish if we go do the book and then Catfish right after.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Alright, so the big key was in the Stalfos room in GT, and the sword was in the Rando room. So
correct. Yeah, so you can find the big key first and just go mode the rest of GT and only get to sword 3.
Yep. Although unfortunately, because it's on left side, Dawn can't actually get that big key.
That's very true.
So he's just banking for right side, which I don't blame him for doing that.
Where are you going, Dawn? Getting both keys. Got it.
Makes sense. Unfortunately, we know that he's not gonna find the big key or really anything of value here. So
I don't know if this is. I mean, obviously this is gonna lose Dawn time, but in comparison to Daaanty doing all of GT clear and then doing a hard lock and having to climb or have to go get the big key again and climb GT again, then dying to Lamo 2, having to climb GT a third time. I mean, yes, you're losing time, but not as much time as Daaanty feels that they're behind right now, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I honestly think it does make a lot of sense to go for Dawn to go to GT because like I mean if from his perspective, because he skipped Catfish, he has to hope that something like Hammer is on right side GT, and if it's not, then he lost.
Yeah, I mean, let's get a vote in chat. Who do you think feels more behind right now? Is it Dawn or Daaanty? We know that Daanty's in go mode.
And indeed. Alright, these Gibdos are just messing with Dawn. Yeah, these Gibdos not so good with the Master Sword. You don't really want to use your magic on them. Yeah, I would definitely agree that Daaanty does feel a little behind because that was that was a lot of time spent on GT.
Mm-hmm. But in this game, anything can happen. As you can see, I mean, we're in the finals, game 1. There's so much that can happen right now. It's really going to come down to when is Dawn going to get that hammer and then go to Ice Palace to get their ice rod, versus Daaanty, who is in go mode and can just clear all the dungeons to win.
Indeed, and remember, yeah, no matter what the results, this is only game 1. We still got the potential for we'll get another game, and we'll have the potential for a game from each of these two. These two are very, very skilled runners here. They put on quite a good performance so far.
All right, we have Ice Armos on one side, Blind on the other side. Who's going to win first? Looks like Ice Armos is the winner.
Well, if it was a Pun's Cosmos, then Blind always just wins that. But Ice Armos goes down first. Blind goes down not too long after. Alright, so I imagine, yeah, so Daaanty is definitely going, right back to Meyer to clean that both that and Desert up.
Yep, and Don's trying to clip into King's Tomb. We're gonna hand in the mushroom while we're here.
Yeah, we know this really can't be anything. I mean, I guess it could be the flippers at this point, but
we're hoping not to see flippers and have that completely derail Dawn.
Well, it won't derail Dawn too much. You can't really do much in there without the hammer. You can't.
Yeah, but if you're feeling behind and you don't want to go to Catfish because it's a bad one-off check, I mean, I could see trying to get the first 2 items out of Swamp just to see if the second item is hammer.
Right. But at least it's not like Dawn already has the hammer and just and gets tempted to go into Swamp. But I mean, I would still do Ice first regardless. But it just completely removes that temptation entirely.
All right, so Dawn is doing a mirror wrap into Pyramid Fairy into Escape. So this is going to be another big time loss because we know nothing's here, but not a bad play.
And this is the only time that we're gonna see these checks because Daaanty certainly isn't going there. Alright, everyone, get ready for your 1-hour uncle.
Yep, almost right on the dot. We're only 2 minutes late.
Yep. And he just has triple bombs. Yeah, this is actually another decent spot to do catfishing.
Yep, definitely true. You all thought I was joking when I said that Uncle happens an hour into a seed.
This is
I blame Malmo for starting that meme.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Daaanty had quite a bit of good, most of the stuff went his way. Yeah, other than that unfortunate incident in GT, he's had mostly a very good run. Dawn was definitely doing a good job clearing his crystal dungeons as fast as possible. Just that this ice rod placement is just so unfortunate for Dawn. Well, this hammer placement is unfortunate as well.
Definitely. And I just realized that Restreamer was a vanilla big key. So it's in the worst location you can put it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a gross mire right there for sure. I guess that's why they do call it misery mire. I guess.
Nice fire rod kill to make this guard kill really fast. Oh, and we don't have the lamp over on Daanty's side, so this is going to slow down Restreamer quite a bit. I'm trying to remember where the heck lamp was. It was super early.
That lamp was in Hobo.
Oh, that's right.
And Dawn did a very, very nice early clip to get into that Hobo. So getting that lamp was pretty nice. So yeah, this is probably one of the worst rooms right here. But after Daaanty gets past this room with the switch, I think he'll be fine. He's got plenty of health too. Hits the switch, and he'll be on his merry way.
So Red Mail is hiding in Dark Cross. Let's see what the back of Swamp Escape, or it's not Swamp, back of Escape has.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You never check back of Escape despite having that glove.
So I'm guessing Daaanty got tempered when he climbed GT the third time because there's one sword in Rando Room, and then there's one sword in Mini Helma Room.
Yes, correct. So knowing that, Daaanty just decided to just, get the big key and then just go up to do the climb for the Master Sword. So half magic was in the back of Escape. Really nice to have, but not too big for Daaanty missing out on that. Doesn't, or not too big for either of our runners missing out on that, because we're gonna be at the very least doing a tempered sword silverless Ganon. So half magic, while nice to have, isn't as important as a Master Sword silverless.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I would do there. I still think I would have grabbed the sword from Rando Room, but it does also take quite a bit of time to get there too. So I guess you have to consider.
I'm not sure how much of a damage upgrade Butter Sword is over Tempered Sword. I know Tempered Sword's really good to have. Butter Sword makes scanning a little bit faster, but that's the only thing I can think of.
I just think Tempered Sword's really nice to have for the Gauntlet. But I guess at the very least, you also do have the Fire Rod for some really, really good damage up in the climb.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dawn is going to clip Eastern Death Mountain. Are we going towards the Catfish, or are we going back to Turtle Rock? We've already been through Turtle Rock, so we can't go back into Turtle Rock at this point, can we?
I think Dawn.
There's really no reason to.
I think Dawn's going to Catfish. Or
nope, we're going into Turtle Rock.
Looks like it.
We're doing Mimic Cave. Oh no, we're unscrewing the big chest.
It's the big chest, which is just a map. And it wouldn't be Mimic Cave unless this would not be the spot where you would do Mimic Cave if you didn't have the hammer. So there is a way, there is a clip to get into Mimic Cave, but this is not. First off, that's a pain to do, and second off, that's not the spot you do it to anyway.
All right, so Hookshot Cave from here.
I believe Dawn's already checked this. Just a fast way to get back up. I like that instead of just going all the way through Super Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Daaanty just finished the desert.
Catfish. Dawn, go to Catfish. I am sending my vibes to you.
He has to be going to Catfish at this point, yeah. Which, if he does that, then just go right to Ice Palace.
There it is.
And why yes, Malmo, you're right. I seem to have mixed my no logic into Overworld Glitches. I mean,
can't blame you there when you're learning multiple things that you can do in multiple categories and how broken this game really is.
Yeah, there was a time where I just played like a lot of no logic.
A nice hair clip from Daaanty, getting all the way up Hera. This is the second to last crystal that Daaanty needs. After this, we need to just full clear Turtle Rock, and then we are done.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for Dawn here is that he has to still go into Ice Palace to get that Ice Rod, and then go back up to Turtle Rocks. So, yeah.
Yeah, no
And
matter what.
Yeah, and then he also still has to clear GT too. So yeah, this is definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to call races super early, but this is definitely Daanty's race to lose at the moment.
Indeed. Cape in a spike cave. It's kind of funny. Kind of fun.
I mean, that is where you put capes in spike caves, right?
Yep, clearly. Apparently, well, unless if you're the vanilla game just decides to put the blue cane in there instead.
Alright, so now that Daanty's in the lead, we're going to be swapping to his audio for the rest of the run. Enjoy some Doom music.
But yeah, guys, either way, this is only game 1. Dawn still got plenty of opportunity to bring this back, even even in this situation. Just very, 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 very unfortunate item spots for him. Because otherwise he was performing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say, as far as the things that that Dawn did that could have been better, definitely doing the mirror wrap correctly the first time you went into Turtle Rock, because we did do a hard lock there. It wasn't a huge time loss, but it was a loss. Daaanty obviously could have done GT and then mirror wrapped Ice Palace without, infinite wrapping.
I definitely am curious of what was on the runners' minds during this seed for sure.
Well, we'll have to bring them in for an interview after the race and see what was on their mind.
Yep.
So where do you think our second glove is?
Honestly, probably in Swamp at this point.
Yeah, I think it's the only location we really haven't been to.
Yeah, to advertise the race that we got going on tomorrow, we got game 1 of the bronze match between Chulcer and Treble at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that is so that's another match to look forward to.
Yep, and if you don't want to miss what happens in game 2 between these two runners, their game 2 is starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to tune in. We will definitely be restreaming it, so be sure to come on back. Same time, same bat channel.
Definitely gonna see some nice performances. It was a lot of very, very, very good runners in this tournament. So a lot of nice races to watch.
Now, who do you think is going to have the better spin strat on Ganon, Dawn or Daaanty?
Good question. Well, it's gonna be a while until we see Dawn at Ganon. So let's see. I'm trying to remember like the last time that I saw Daaanty the other day. The MSU pack that you're listening to right now from Daanty's end is the Doom MSU pack that he worked on. Some really nice music.
I don't think it's been completely released yet. I don't know if Daanty's still working on it or not, but
yeah, I think he's still making some final adjustments before he fully has it released. But as soon as it is, I actually want to give that a download.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the MSU packs, there's some very good ones. I made one pretty recently for Krypton and Necrodancer, and I'm making one for Hades eventually.
Ooh, nice. I'll have to download your the Necrodancer pack. It's a really good game. Yep, Render over here has made quite a few MSU packs, and he was also another runner featured in. And he will also be featured in. He will also potentially be featured in another restream very soon. After he's finished these finals and the bronze match, we'll see if we can get a 4-way with the rest of the runners and brackets.
Mm-hmm. All right, Trinix is down. Oh, and if you haven't heard about it already, speaking of MSUs, make sure to go check out Krebel's MSU Shuffler. It literally will take every MSU you have downloaded and shuffle them into one game.
Indeed, and we'll see it in action tomorrow for sure. Alright, and Daaanty just got his last crystal, so he's gonna be on his way to fighting a pig. Dawn picking up his butter. The live version of the MSU Shuffler. So yeah, so yeah, you could either have the MSU Shuffler just shuffle the MSU packs and then just play it like that, or you could make it so that every after a certain amount of time, the music packs get reshuffled. So let's say if you're going on let's say if you're in Hyrule Field and you're hearing like Super Mario RPG music, you could be hearing Cadence of Hyrule music in the next moment. Which yeah, Krebel has instructions there for sure. I would definitely look into asking him about it too. We got Dawn fighting Agatu right now at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Still is gonna have Ice Palace and Turtle Rock to do. Well, he has to get his Ice Rod. He's gotta get his Ice Rod from Ice Palace too. So, but then after that, he'll definitely be going back to Turtle Rock. Yeah. Oh, nice triple at the end by Dawn.
Very nice. So we're looking at a sub 120 on Daanty's side if the pig goes well.
I believe the live FSU Shuffler is only for emulator only, if I recall.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would work for a modded console. I don't know if I don't know enough about the live shuffler to be able to answer that question myself.
Yeah, but if you are on console, you can still use the MSU Shuffler, just not the live version. Just.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Dawn is looking to go to Hammer Pigs, which actually that does make sense. It's right here at this point. Like in his perspective, it's Nice Rod Hunt, so you might as well just check some very nice spots from here. Yeah, this is a pretty convenient spot to check. So we now know what was in the Thieves' Town big chest. It was these silver arrows.
A very nice quick Ganon kill item, but when it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah. These runners, they both know how to do silver with cannon, and tempered and butter sword will not make a difference here at all, because tempered sword spins do the same as gold sword slashes, and gold sword spins do the same as well. Out of magic, but should have a potion ready. Get that blue potion.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't take too much longer to get these spins. That's the only downside for Daaanty right here, is that not having a lamp means he does have to be a little bit more careful with his magic. But that down move is a pick for Daaanty. Get your GGs in chat shortly for Daaanty. Alrighty, and Daaanty has finished right now with an official race time GT time of 1:20:11. So very well
game.
Very well done, Daaanty. Good games all around.
And it looks like Dawn is going to be forfeiting this match, knowing that it's going to take a little bit longer to get to Ganon. So we're going to be joined by both of our runners shortly, as soon as I can get them both to get into the green room, and we'll both pull them both in at the same time.
Yeah, definitely GG's to both these runners for sure. They both put on a very nice show. Alrighty, and we are joined here by both Daaanty and Dawn. So GG's to both of you.
Yo, thanks. GG, Dawn.
Dawn's muted. But yeah, Daaanty. How'd you feel about that seed?
I figured it was over. When I hardlocked, I was like, the reason I hardlocked was because I was trying to not hardlock.
Daaanty, I think you might be a little quiet, by the way.
All right, let me see if I can boost my volume. But yeah, I totally thought I was trying to not hardlock myself, and then I ended up doing it anyway, like an idiot. So I figured it was over. And then when Ice Rod showed up, I kind of felt like maybe I had a chance, but I figured I was probably still way behind at that point, just because of how, like, I guess easy this routed.
Yeah, definitely. And Dawn, if you can hear us, you're still muted, so we can't hear you.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
So GG.
Yeah, the hammer tripped me up quite a bit. Where it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Instead of doing a catfish down there, I decided to enter Turtle Rock. Because I pretty much everything besides Ice Rod, but I ended up finding that hammer probably like 13 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have I have like 3-4 dungeons to clear yet.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of, I guess, like my hope, like just trying to think about what scenario maybe I have a lead, even after like that hard lock was like, okay, hopefully. First off, I forgot powder. When I died in Ganon's tower, I was like, this is probably the best thing that could happen. I need to get the powder just in case. You know, I was like, if Ice Rod's there and I don't get it, I lose. And then I was like, I'm just going to commit to the ice play. Like, that's what I was trying to do. We're going to go right back there, and we're just going to hope Flippers does not show up, because if it did, I was probably going to go into Swamp. Even before anything else.
We were talking about it through a lot of the race. Like, the one thing our runners don't want to find is Flippers right now. And luckily, you guys never found it.
Yeah, I mean, they may be in ice, because as soon as I got that ice rod, I was like, all right, I'm not checking anything, because there's so much. There's a really low % chance I'm going to find the silvers. And I already knew where the fourth sword was, you know, from having it and then losing it. So I was like, I'm not even going to check for a sword. We're just going to, you know, if it's super convenient, I'll open a chest, but I am not wasting any time, because I need every second I can get.
Yeah, after that triple GT climb, I don't blame you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you for not going to Rando Room again, because yeah, it's quite a walk there.
But Daaanty, making all the same decisions that you could have and not hardlocking, you probably could have sub-houred the seed, because we guessed that you lost maybe 15 to 20 minutes doing GT.
Well, so this is the thing about Overworld Glitches, and maybe it happens in game 2 and it burns me, but I'm literally tired of getting Sphere 1 Moon Pearls, because the game is just like a roll of the dice and it's a good luck. Like it feels like there's no I guess even glitch execution that comes in. It's just a matter of how efficiently and fast can you full clear, and then you just kind of have to hope that the path you choose stuff shows up. It's it's not like I want something super intricate, but it almost feels, I guess, like, what's the word for it? It just feels like almost the regular rule set, like the glitchless rule set, when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, definitely. Dawn, what do you have to say about the seed? How do you think everything went, considering?
It felt really bad, my early game routing. Like, everywhere I went, absolutely nothing. Like, sure, it gave me a few things here and there, like hook shot, fire rod, lamb, bow, whatever. But it wasn't really like Moon Pearl or Hammer, Glove, just not the progression you really want to see early. And like everywhere I went, it was just like, alright, some money, some bombs, some arrows, bombs, money, like absolutely nothing for a lot of the seed, it felt like. And then as soon as I found a hammer, I'm like, alright, now this, I can see him getting this really early, and then that's it. And I guess that's what happened, so.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, is routing in Catfish early ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think my early route, I got the old man pretty early, like I normally do, and I didn't have a whole lot of bombs, so I think I did a little bit of like Link's house into the eastern area and went back. Like, I just went ahead and did cat, because there was like a fire rod up on the mountain that I got. And then at that point, I was like, well, I've got a fire source for desert if I have to do the boss, so let's just go. And then literally everything that was convenient and, like I said, terrible, like a Moon Pearl and Sphere 1 was just, there it was, cack and downward. So, and then Mirror showed up very shortly after on South Shore. So it was, good luck, route everything in.
All right. Well, do either of you have any final words or thoughts before you go into your game 2 tomorrow night?
It's Wednesday night for the next one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, the bronze match kicks off tomorrow at, tomorrow afternoon, I think. Last I looked at the schedule. So Scholzer and Krellbell will be getting their first game in. And then we're going to play Wednesday, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, again, for games 2 and 3.
Nice. Assuming it gets to a game 3, but hey, let's hope it does, because we want to see these final matches be close.
No, you know what? Knowing how good both of you are, I think it's gonna get to a game 3 for sure.
Oh, you flatter me.
All right. With that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I had told someone, a friend, before the race. They said, "How do you feel about the race?" And I just said, "Dawn's really good at glitches. If I screw up a glitch like that costs me time, I probably lose." I was like, so I mean, honestly, I was so tilted when I hard locked there. So it was like,
I can't.
I was like, I have to hope, he's messed up somewhere, because otherwise we're screwed. So, this very well could have swung the other way if, if Ice Rod's not Nice Palace, then, Dawn's probably, the one winning this one. So, GG's, and we'll see how game 2 goes.
GG's.
Yeah, this is still a very, very fun race to watch. Yeah, definitely go give both these runners for a follow. They put on quite a nice show, and you can look forward to another show. You can look forward to another good show on Wednesday and potentially Thursday.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, once again, thank you so much, Daaanty. Thank you so much, Dawn, for coming out and making these races happen and making them really fun to watch and really fast to watch. Thank you, Kippy, for joining me as a co-com here. And Daaanty and Dawn ended up being our trackers today. So thank you again for letting us capture your trackers. Once again, my name has been Cinaeth. I've been your restreamer and also your commentator for this match. Kippy, you have any final words for us?
Yep, thank you, Cinaeth, for for the restream. Thank you for having me on. This was a very, very nice co-comment with you. Yeah, I definitely look forward to doing some more commenting soon. And yeah, GG's to both runners. So definitely go give both the runners and the crew a follow. Make sure to join the Go Move Podcast Discord. Follow the podcast. And look forward to some more announcements from the tournament and some very, very nice podcasts. So yeah, that is all I have to say. Good luck on game 2, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow for the bronze match.
Definitely. Yeah, come back to this channel. Make sure you're following so you see when we go live with the next ones. And again, we'll be doing these tournaments more in the future, more races in the future on this channel. So even when this is over, it's not over.
Indeed. Alrighty.
Alright,
Well, you all have a
Thank you
good
so
night.
much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.